We are back in action, and welcome back, everybody, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm Brad Drake, and this is my AWA save. As you know, we just filmed, recorded, taped, however you want to put it, part 1, and this is now part 2. So we are going ahead and get started with Championship Wrestling on ESPN. We're down here. We're going to start off with Jenni Garcia versus Candi Devine. For those of you that don't know, on February 9th, sadly, Candi Devine passed away at age 63. She was a very talented women's wrestler. She won a lot of championships. She won the AWA World Women's title 4 times, and she also was with Windy City Wrestling out of Chicago when it first started. She was a talent. She was a very talented ladies wrestler, and it's a shame that she died at the young age of 63. So let's go ahead and get booking here. Jenni Garcia versus Candi Devine. And as you know, Jenni Garcia is one that we signed strictly to be enhancement talent. She was on Glow for a while, and we're using her strictly as enhancement talent. So Candi's going to get the win here. Next, we got Jimmy Magnum and Mike Richards versus the Top Guns. I don't think the Top Guns have been on Championship Wrestling for a while. Again, we consider that our premiere show. Just want to double check it was Sam Villo. Short memory. Jimmy Magnum and Mike Richards, yeah. Good thing I checked. Of course, it helps when I spell it right, too. There it is, Jimmy Magnum. Boy, he's got a great look with that pink hat and those glasses. Wow, I don't know how, with that look, he did not make it to the big time. I can't understand that one. All right, something's wrong here. Did I mess this up? No, it's Mike Richards. Enhancement. Mike Richards. So Mike Richards must be booked. So we're going to go with Mikey Jones. So Magnum and Jones versus the Top Guns. Let's give John Paul the win. Nah, let's give Ricky Rice the win. For those of you that don't know, in 1989, John Paul actually left the AWA. He may have retired, I'm not certain, and Ricky Rice stuck around for a while, and then he started tagging with Derek Dukes, and they became the Top Guns again. They didn't last a whole lot of time, but they were there was a secondary Top Guns tag team, which can be confusing for people. Hernandez is going to face Jack Victory, the terrorist. This is another one you don't see Jack Victory on our main television show too often here. There's Jesse Hernandez doing what Jesse Hernandez does best, and that is lose in 1987. All right, our next match here is going to be Todd Becker versus Rip Oliver. That's good. Oliver needs the wins because he's going to be losing a lot on the tour being paired up with Jerry Lawler. Again, we're continuing to push Jerry Lawler to the moon and probably then some. But that title picture is getting interesting now because Bob Backlund is on fire. Kaluha, also known as King Kaluha, one hell of a Northeastern star. Trained a lot of people. He was a good wrestler. At this point in time, he's pretty young yet, and in the AWA, he was used strictly as enhancement. He's going to do the favor for Jerry Blackwell here. I recently learned that Jerry Blackwell was the NWA Missouri the NWA Missouri heavyweight champion. That was quite the prestigious honor. I had no idea that Blackwell held that title. Iron Sheik is going to cut a promo. It has been suggested that I base him on charisma, and we're going to do just that. And he is going to be hosted by Larry here. Why is his name escaping me? Larry Nelson, for goodness sake. Ay, 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 ay. All right, the Iron Sheik cuts a promo with Larry Nelson. Larry Nelson was good. I enjoyed him. Unfortunately, he had an alcohol problem that led to him getting multiple DUIs and doing some jail time, and that was the end of his stint. Excuse me. That was the end of his stint with the AWA. That's how Eric Bischoff got in. So Terry Ellis, light heavyweight, is going to do the job for the Iron Sheik. And we're going to continue pushing Sheiky hard too. We just signed him to that exclusive 1-year deal. So as long as he stays off the cocaine, he should be just fine. Sheiky still had some gas in the tank at this point, no doubt about it. He's 44 here, I think. And he was in the ring all the way until he was 60. All right, Jerry Lawler. This will be a hell of a promo because Jerry Lawler gives great promos. He is a serious asset to the AWA here. And I think we've been using him right. All right, Jerry Lawler's promo is in the books. And he's going to face the dangerous Krusher Krugnoff. This one will be over in 3 minutes. We'll make the King look great. There we go. Lawler gets the win. The Midnight Rock. You know what? Let's go back. Let's give Lawler the full 6 minutes for the promo, because he's going to benefit the most from it. And now let's give the Midnight Rockers 5 minutes. The Midnight Rockers, they're going to do some work with Larry Nelson also. They've been disappointing me with promos. So I think Larry Nelson should help them out. We're going to try something different. We're going to base them off of popularity. So Larry Nelson's based off a microphone, and Marty is going to be based off of overness and overness. Okay, let's see how that works. Oh, and they're cutting the promo on Candi and Rose. Of course, they got their hands full here with Rose and Summers. So this is a big main event. This is a big tag team main event here. Man, these two had a great feud. Great feud just a year before this. What a bloodbath feud they had. So here we go. We're going to find our tag teams here. There's Rose and Summers. They have white hot momentum. And let's have Shawn Michaels go over by DQ. That'll keep their feud going. All right, we've maxed out the 65 minutes here. We got a fully booked card. Let's roll. Candi Devine looks good with a 46. Oh boy. Well, the Top Guns are getting better. You can see their numbers are improving. It's just going to take us a long time to get them where we need them. Jack Victory gets a nice win. He actually scored a 49. So he gets a 49 and a 41. And the score drops all the way to a 28. And the only penalty is unimportance, inexperience, and inconsistency. That is ridiculous that score should drop that much. I don't understand these numbers in this game. It just doesn't make sense a lot of the time. All right, Rip Oliver, the 59. Good. Yeah, of course, the enhancement talent's going to have drawbacks. We know this. All right. Jerry Blackwell hits his power slam instead of his drop kick. Gets the win. Here we go. This is an improvement now. Good suggestion. Whoever you were that suggested rating him on charisma, good suggestion. Thank you very much. This was a short promo, only 3 minutes, and we scored a 60 with Nelson and Sheik. Excellent. Whoever, I'm sorry, I don't recall, but whoever recommended that, thank you. This worked out very well. All right, Sheiky gets a 64 here. Is Sheiky showing signs of age at this point? He's not. He's still good to go here. Okay. Jerry Lawler, 82 promo. Excellent. Excellent score. Good job, King. Look at Lawler putting in a 90. Wow. Wow. He's on fire. What a crappy promo here. This hurts us. This hurts us with the overall score. I got to figure this one out. I don't know what we're doing wrong here. If anybody has any suggestions, let me know. Maybe we just stop giving promo time to the Rockers. I don't know. The main event numbers, though, should score us in the 80s, maybe even 90s. So let's see. 79? This is bullshit. We're getting screwed here. Look at all these bonuses. 86, 89, 79, 86, and it gets a 79. Let's take a look at the... Even with these 2 drops, that's nothing. This should have been at least an 85. That is, again, forgive me for my language, but this is bullshit, and I don't understand why this game does this. Absolute bullshit. 79 score. It should have been way higher than that. This is going to hurt our card overall. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we drop some popularity in some areas. Well, we improved 20 regions. We have 26 total. It's very disappointing. Very disappointing. All right, let's make the switch here over to All-Star Wrestling. And what's disappointing is it's not our booking. The booking's not the problem, just that main event doesn't make any sense. With those kind of scores, they should have done a hell of a lot better than that. I think I made 2 blocks white here by accident. All right, Greg Robertson is going to kick it off against Alan West. Just got to let Championship Wrestling go. There's nothing we can do. It's their world. We're just living in it. Luckily, it didn't hurt us too bad. Didn't help us either. Greg Robertson was quite the athlete. Looked like $1 million. I'm kidding, folks. But Alan West did. Let's get the win for Alan here. Milliman and Starr are going to get the shit beat out of them by the Nasty Boys. The Nasty Boys were totally reckless at this point. And Milliman lost his whole career until the end. Until the end of the AWA. Then he started winning some matches. There's Mike Starr. Another big-time contender. All right, let's give the win to Knobs here. And I feel bad for Milliman and Starr. These two are brutal. All right, Butler versus Mike Graham. I don't think Mike Graham is available. Pretty sure we read that he is working for CWF. Yeah, he's not in our lineup there. Let's take a look at our roster real quick, see if there's anybody else we want to plug in. Nick Konechki was left off. This is a good spot to plug in Nick Konechki. You know what? We need a heel. Graham was a heel. Let's put Cactus Jack in there. Let's get Cactus Jack a win. Butler versus Cactus Jack. Of course, Jack's got his hot new tag team with Buddy Wolf on the touring circuit. Guess what? They're not going to have negative chemistry anymore. Joe Pantera is going to battle DJ Peterson. DJ Peterson continues to improve. All right, Mark Young is going to face Sheik Adnan al-Kaissey. There will be no breakdancing for Mark Young here. The Sheik needs a win, and he's going to get it at Mark Young's expense. I just watched a match the other day with Adnan al-Kaissey versus Baron von Raschke from '86. And the guy could still go. al-Kaissey could still wrestle. So us using him here is perfectly realistic. And he still had skills. Kept himself in shape. All right, this is a tough one. We're going to give Bockwinkel only 3 minutes here. I bet you he still tears it up. And if you notice on these TV tapings, we did not use Nick Bockwinkel. We left him off this batch of TV tapings. It's been a while since we've done that. It's not going to hurt anything. So we're still using them to give promos. So it's not going to hurt anything with him not defending the title on television. If anything, it helps the title. It makes it more prestigious when people see it. So we're going to have Ken Johnson's going to take on Billy Robinson. And from what I've heard in shoot interviews and that, it wouldn't surprise me if Billy Robinson messed this guy up in the ring. It's strange. You hear some people praise Billy Robinson, and you hear other people talk very negatively of him. I know Sergeant Slaughter didn't have too kind of things to say about him. Sergeant Slaughter also claims that he hung with Billy Robinson when Robinson was shooting on him in the training camp. Sergeant Slaughter also claimed he was a Marine in Vietnam and he never served in the military. So who knows who's telling the truth? All right, speaking of Sergeant Slaughter, he and Jimmy Snuka are going to cut a promo here. And we are going to base Slaughter off of a microphone because he is a hot talker. And we're going to base Jimmy Snuka off his overness because he is very over. Not Jimmy Magnum, Jimmy Snuka. I do that all the time too. Click on the wrong guy. All right, there they go. And let's see who they're facing here. Kevin Collins and Tom Fuller. That mullet, man, is that mullet awesome. That thing's got ferocity to it. And Tom Fuller's kind of got the 80s part down the middle look. There were some great haircuts back then. I see the mullet is making a comeback now, too. It's a little disturbing, but starting to see kids wearing mullets again. Ooh, what a bad look. All right, Sergeant Slaughter's going to get the win here. Let's go through our final promo, which is going to be Larry Zbyszko doing what Larry Zbyszko does best, and that's talking trash. He's going to get the full 6 minutes. And he is going to shit talk Kurt Hennig and Scott Hall. Both these two are not rated. There you go. And who does Zbyszko got in the main event? He's got the assassin, Jody Hamilton, who held 432 tag titles in his career. I kid you not, folks, it's probably not that many, but as I've been doing all these old title histories, he and Tom Renesto held titles everywhere. I mean everywhere. And these Southern promotions, like I said in the last video, they would change titles every week. So, in all seriousness, I bet you he and Tom Renesto, Assassin number 2, I bet you they held the Georgia tag title at least 16 times. And then they were in other promotions, like I'm just finished up doing Gulf Coast and the Mississippi tag team title, and they held those titles. And then they were holding singles titles too. It was really impressive. So Jody Hamilton's going to battle Larry Zbyszko here. Larry Zbyszko's going to win. And of course, he's going to cheat. And we're going to have it from interference from Nick Bockwinkel. It only just helps to keep stirring the pot. All right, there we go. Booked out our full 65 minutes. This card is ready to go, folks. Alan West gets a 43. Nice score. He's improving. Terrific. Nasty Boys. Ooh, that would have been ugly. They would have beat these guys so badly. Ugh. But the Nasty Boys are getting decent numbers now. They're getting better. Cactus Jack scored a 50. He's getting better. DJ Peterson with a 48. Look at that. al-Kaissey scores an 80. They had his submission wrong on here before, his finisher, so I went and looked it up and I fixed it. Sheik Adnan al-Kaissey used an Indian deathlock as a finisher. That's based on his early days where he did a Native American gimmick, and I think it was like Chief White Bear or something he was called, and he started doing that leg lock back then. So I made sure to keep it for him to make it accurate. Nick Bockwinkel only gets a 69. Wow. Then again, it was only 3 minutes, so what are we going to do? Robinson scores an 83. Is Robinson showing his age here at this point? Yeah. Yeah, he definitely is. He's still scoring an 83. Excellent. Ooh, this one's disappointing. I was expecting a much better score for a promo for this. The overall score of this card could be rough now. Look at that. Snuka with an 86, Slaughter with an 80. 60 overall for a squash match. Not bad. Zbyszko saves the day with an 86. Excellent. Excellent. That's exactly what we needed. Let's see how him and Jody Hamilton do here in the main event. 80 overall, very well. Jody Hamilton got a 65. Hamilton's got to be showing his age here, and he's not. He is not showing his age. That's shocking. I think Hamilton wrestled until he was in his late 50s. So exactly what we were looking for here. Bockwinkel attacked the assassin, gave Zbyszko the win. Get an 80 overall. Now this is fair. 65, 86, 80 in the middle. That's fair. I'll take that. But that last TV show we had was some BS. All right, let's finish up. Nice gains in 6 regions. Excellent. Make our adjustment here. Bring ourselves back over to our tour. We got this week and next week, and then we switch things back up. All right, we got some news here. Let's see what's going on. Alex Knight is in the Midwest. Thank goodness. We needed him badly. Jerry Calhoun is leaving Memphis. No way. Jerry Calhoun was there forever. Let's see if we got anything else fun and exciting. All-American Wrestling. That was a B show for the WWF. So at least they're doing it right here, and they're having everybody beat. Enhancement talent. Extinction Agenda. Where do they come up with these stupid names? Summer Action Series. Hansen and Tenta still have the NWA International Tag titles. Bob and Destroyer still have the PWF World Tag title. Nice. Dick Murdoch's got the United National title. Oh, see, this is a problem. This is a problem. They unretired the Unified World Tag title. That's actually the PWF and International. I didn't realize the game could do that. Or it's possible I didn't have it retired in there. But I don't know about that. I'm pretty sharp with that. I think that they unretired the title. If anybody has any experience in that, let me know. That's disappointing. That's disappointing. So, okay, folks. Well, the next time you tune in here, we'll be getting ready to do Back on Our Tour. And we will be kicking off again on Friday in Chicago. Main event is going to be Scott Hall versus Larry Zbyszko. Good stuff here, folks. Thank you again for participating. Thanks for all the emails. Thanks for all the comments. If you're interested in talking more about the Supermod, please go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/groups/1987supermod, facebook.com/groups/1987supermod. If you want the mod to play for yourself, if you have not gotten it yet, go to my website, braddrake.net/contact. Let me know you want to play the game. I'll be more than happy to send it over to you, and it'll give you a link to our Google Drive that has it. Also, last but definitely not least, if you're enjoying this content, if you're having a good time with us, please give us a like and please follow us. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today and for everything. I mean, we're having a lot of fun here, and I really appreciate it. So to quote the late, great Gordon Soley, so long for now.